What's up, people? It's me again. So today, yes, I'm rocking my United. I don't know. I'm rocking my T-shirt slash sweatshirt combination. It's like a long sleeves T-shirt, but check these collars out and this hood too. I really like this shirt. And yes, hold on. Let me see if the camera can pick it up. Yep, my hair is pretty messy. That's because when I came out of the shower, since my hair was all wet, it was sticking up. It looked kind of cool. But now, since my hair's all dried out completely, it doesn't look as great as it did before. But I'm gonna leave it this way. And also, I haven't shaved for a week, but I'm still gonna grow out the facial hair because it looks kind of cool. Maybe I'll shave it, maybe I won't. But let's say for now, I'm gonna grow it out. Okay, so today I'm gonna share with all you people out there watching at home a story about the time that I prank called the police repeatedly when I was 7 years old using a phone that did not have a number on it. So pretty much, here's how it all happened. It I can't talk. It initially started when my father decided to get a new phone because his old phone wasn't working very well. So he had everything from his old phone, including the number, transported to the new phone so he could use the new phone, obviously. So the old phone was pretty much useless, except it had a lot of games, though. That's pretty much what it was good for. However, I had other plans. I don't want to just play games. Pretty much, yeah. On a phone that doesn't have a number on it, you can call any number. Let's say I make a call to my mother from my father's old cell phone, or call my friends, or call the pizza place. Any of those numbers, it's not going to work because that phone is I don't know how you say it, but that phone doesn't have a number, so therefore you cannot make or receive calls from that specific phone unless it's got a number on it. However, the only number you can call is the police station. You can only dial 911 and you'll be talking to a police station operator just like that. And since I was bored, I decided to screw around with the police, not knowing any better. Now listen closely. Looking back at what I did when I was 7 years old, I'm 17 now. When I was 7 years old, 10 years ago, I'm still not proud with what I did. But looking back at it right now, I kind of find it funny how I did that, not knowing the consequences, without realizing all the consequences that I could have led to. So, like I said, once my father got his new phone, I got his old phone. I dialed 911 so many times while I was in New York. This is where it all started. And they were like, "Oh, police, how may I help you?" And I was like, "Yeah, can I order a pizza, please? I need like a pizza, chicken nuggets, all that stuff, all that screwing around stuff." And then she goes, when I say she, I mean the police station phone operator. She's like, are you playing with your phone?" And like I said, not knowing any better, I legitimately did not believe that that lady was talking directly to me because that phone had no number at all. It was pretty much like a really, really, really outdated an iPod, sorry, because I actually no wait, yeah, it was like a really outdated iPod. Let's just say like the iPod Classic. You can't make calls or receive them. You can only play games, but the iPod you can only listen to music. Anyways, she said, "Are you playing with your phone?" I was like, "No." For a second I was like, "No, I'm not playing with my phone." Cause like for a second I did not believe that that lady was actually talking to me. So I was like, "Oh shoot, okay, I think this lady's on to me." So I hung up. And every single week I'd call the police station at least twice to screw with them. Like I said, I'm not proud of it, but I'd always do it. I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking. That was really stupid of me to do, and I'm never going to do that again. Because it's dumb. You're only asking to get arrested if you continuously call the police. So I'm not going to do it. I've never done, well, since 2007, I've never, not once, prank called the police. Because I've been scared straight by what I'm about to tell you, what happened in California. So, around January 2007, pretty much I started doing it in January, around November, November, December, yeah. Actually, yeah, 2007 all started. Then I moved to California. Around July of 2007 when I was 7 years old. My mother, I mean, I used my father's old phone because it had a lot of games on it. Even there too, I didn't learn my lesson the first time. I decided to screw around with the police again and say, "Hey, can I get nachos? Can I get a pizza, please?" And then the operator says, "Are you playing with your phone? This line is for emergencies only." And I'm like, "No, I just want my pizza." You know, all that little kid stuff. I was screwing around with the police, which is a stupid move. I continuously did it. However, one day, well, at least 5 days after that specific call, my aunt caught me red handed. She saw I was talking to the police on my dad's offline phone that didn't have a number. So my aunt, she yelled, "Aaron's talking to the cops on your old cell phone." And then she said my dad's name. My dad wasn't very happy. Actually, no, it wasn't my dad. My aunt screamed it really loud, and when I was in her room talking with the police with my dad's old phone, yeah, my uncle heard it. He wasn't very happy. My grandparents weren't happy. My mom wasn't happy either. But that time, that wasn't the most severe punishment yet. The most severe punishment is going to happen a little later. So a few days later, I used my mom's cell phone, which is currently active. It's not like my dad's inactive cell phone. My mom's cell phone's active. It had a number on it. Well, yeah, that old cell phone, the cell phone that I'm talking about right now that my mom used that was active, it's no longer active. My mom now uses a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Anyways, yeah, I used my mom's old Samsung Red flip phone. Oh gosh, what I'm about to say, like I said, scared me. It really did. So afterwards, after I was done, I called 911 on that phone. Like I said, just to screw around. I don't know what I was thinking. I did this so many times. Like Jesus, man. Oh my gosh, I was so stupid when I did that. So I dialed 911, and then after I ended the call, it said emergent star emergency something and then star. I'm not gonna do it again on that same phone. I still have that same phone. It's in my grandmother's bedroom, but I'm not gonna dial 911 on that same phone. No way. I'm not gonna do something stupid that I did say 10 years ago. No way. There's no chance. So I did. It's after it says emergency call, and then it had the two stars at the end on the display screen. I was like, oh shoot, now I'm in deep, deep trouble. My mom saw the phone. She saw the emergency call that she saw that I called the police station. And oh my goodness, dude, she was so pissed off with me. I had to stand in the corner. Yeah, my mom made me stand in the corner. And I was bawling my eyes out because I was scared. Not just back at the time, back in 2007, I didn't really care about anybody else. To be honest with you, I was scared about getting arrested myself. But now I realize if the police were merciless and they actually saw that I kept on continuously calling them, my parents, my uncles, my uncle and my aunt, my grandparents would have been arrested. That would have been horrible. So I'm glad the police had mercy on us that day. I was standing in the corner, bawling my eyes out. It was around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. At around 8 o'clock at night, the police gets back to us. They call back the house. I was still shaking because I remembered I just messed up big time. And my aunt says, "Oh, we're sorry, sir. I'm sorry for calling you. Because I think the cops must have been like, no, my aunt was like, hello, and then the cop must have been like, whoa, you see, we've been getting a lot of calls from this exact location, and then my aunt must have been like, oh, we're sorry, sir. I'm sorry for calling you. We're all sorry, and he must have probably chewed her brains a little bit, and then my aunt said, oh, we're sorry, sir. I'm sorry. It's never gonna happen again. I promise you. Then the cop hung up. My aunt hung up. Everybody gave me angry looks. Let me tell you something, that was not fun at all. And then yeah, like I said, at that moment, I realized my mistake. I've been doing that for a long, long time when I was 6 to 7 years old. Like I said, I'm not proud of it at all. I would never do that again. And then around 10 o'clock at night, before everybody goes to bed, I go in my room with my mother because back then I was scared to sleep by myself. I was like 6 or 7 years old, and my aunt and uncle slept in their bedrooms. My mom gets a ring on her cell phone. She talks to my aunt on the phone, and then supposedly a police officer gets on the phone. My mom gives it to me. And let me tell you something, talking to the police officer, that's what I believed. I believed it was a police officer, but I will reveal who the police officer was after I say it. I had to apologize to the guy because I was so scared. I didn't want to get arrested at 7 years old. So I was like, oh, I'm sorry, officer. I'm sorry for calling you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Please forgive me. I think that's what I said, but I really was scared. I was about to poop my pants. That's how scared I was. I'm not even joking. I was this close to pooping my pants. That's how scared I was of ending up in jail. Yes, the young mind is very, very, very naive. And let me tell you something. That was one of the worst days ever of my entire life. Now I've been scared straight, and I'm never going to do it again. So the police officer says, okay, fine, that's good. Have a good night, and please don't do this again. I was like, yes, yes, officer. I will never do this again. I gave the phone back to my mom. My mom talked to my aunt. And then I was like to my mom, oh, you get to talk to auntie, and I get to talk to the police officer. I remember saying those exact same words. I'm not joking. Like I said, I was scared that night. So the truth comes out that, my parents don't really remember that incident as well as I do because I was scared so much from that incident that I remember it very, very, very vividly. I believe that the supposed police officer was my uncle in his room screwing with me because he wanted to teach me a lesson. And let me tell you something, I've received the message. I understand. I'm never doing it again. That's what I was like. My uncle must have been pretending to do the police officer's voice, so I would get scared into thinking that he was actually the police officer. Like I said, not proud of it at all, but I'm glad to tell all you people that story. And yeah, pretty much I was grounded that entire week. It was a very, very, very miserable time at my aunt and uncle's apartment. Yeah. Damn. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and if you enjoyed the video, let me know that you enjoyed it. Show me some love. Excuse me. Like I said, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll make more storytime videos soon. By the way, this is not going to go into my MTA New York City Subway Storytime series, as this is not related to the subway. This is a story from my own life when I was on vacation. Well, but before I end this video, I just want to let you know that I wasn't on vacation. I actually moved to California. But it felt like I was there for like 5 or 6 years. But the truth is, I've only stayed there for 6 months. That's it. And we had to come back to New York because my father's job was not working too well for him in California. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, guys, thank you. Like I said, thank you for enjoying. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll make more storytime videos soon. Alright, guys, that's it. Take care. Have a great day, and enjoy the rest of your summer.